Hey there, and welcome back to Monster Train 2. We are pushing on, trying to get the remainder of the champion paths that I haven't actually tried yet. We've gotten through most of them, right? We've played all of Luna finally. I think we've almost played all of Banished. I know I'm missing Overlord and Avarice on, what is this, Pyreborn? We're going to be trying to find Spore Singer this time. I really want to play that on Madam Lion's main. And we've gotten through most of Orichi, and obviously there's a Grail path, It Hungers, that we haven't tried. But I'm very pleased that we've managed to get good runs showcasing all of them. I have a pretty good, or most of them anyway, I have a pretty good sense for a lot of these paths, so it feels pretty nice. And yeah, I'm feeling upbeat. My air conditioning is working. I went downstairs and I was actually able to exist without passing away, so that's exciting. And it's a weekend for me anyway. Obviously, I don't think it is for you by the time you're seeing this, but it's not too far in the future. I think there's only a couple days difference actually. But anyway, so I'm in a pretty good mood. Let's go ahead and play some Monster Train, make some progress on this, hopefully not have too bad of a run. So yeah, let's do it. I don't have anything crazy to actually report in terms of intro stuff here. Let me give it a hot minute to think about it. No, I don't think I do. Nothing crazy going on. The heat wave is wild. It's very toasty, but it's not so bad when you have the air conditioning set up. So that is a pretty big change. All right, we're going to be playing Underlegion. Yep, Exile. So we're going to be playing Lion's Mane. Seems good. I guess we'll just have a short kind of intro this time. That's all good. No one minds, really. So let's play some Monster Train and have a good time. As always, do like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. I have a Discord server if you want to chat about whatever. All good. Yeah, all right. I guess I will ask one question here. I've been toiling between episodes today, figuring out what I'm going to buy for the Steam summer sale. I pretty much always get something because inevitably something is on the deepest discount it's ever been on, and I want to play it. So I'm like, I'm thinking of getting Look Outside or Don't Look Outside, or I think it actually is just called Look Outside. It looks cursed and fun, kind of like a pseudo Earthbound-esque kind of appeal to it, which I'm interested in. So that looks fun. And then what else am I gonna grab? I don't actually quite know yet. I might get Schedule 1, actually. My SO has been playing it, and she's had a really good time enjoying making all manner of drugs. So go team on that, I guess. And she has been trying to convince me to join so I can like run drugs for her because that would be very funny. So I don't know. It seems like it might be a fun time, but we'll see. And yeah, all right, that's where I'm at. What are you guys getting from the Steam Summer Sale, if anything? I don't know. Maybe you don't even use Steam. That's not a requirement after all. So anyway, let's play Monster Train. Clicking the button, do the thing. Yes. Give me a Spore Singer run. I demand it of thee. All right. Hope you're all doing well today. I'm doing okay. Looking at all the options and everything that we have. Nothing too crazy to report here, honestly. I'm having a good day, as I said before, so we'll just kind of hop right into Monster Train stuff. Yeah. All right, so today we are Exile Underlegion, Exile Lazarus, so we have assistance. Cool. I actually like this starter a lot. These guys were very good in the early game because they die and then you can put them on your main floor, and you don't have most of the floor equipped with anything else, so it's just a huge power buff for your floor in rings 1 and 2. It's actually very nice, in my opinion. I think they perform better than both Queen Zimplings and Dregs. They're also free, which is great, and the equipment is free, which is great, so opens up a lot of cool synergies. I quite like it. Obviously, I think the mix is a stronger starter card because I think Secret Ingredient is just nuts. It has so much flexibility, but this is still good. I'm a fan of the assistants overall. I think both of the Lazarus starters are excellent. Anyway, today we are facing Entropy Seraph. We have Siphon Archean and Lifesteal Kale. Lifesteal Kale is spicy because I'll never forget that wave 2 where it's like you have a was it a Chosen Bastion and then a tank in rank 2, It's just so durable. It's very hard to clear. And if they eat the cherubs, then they're walking up to your pyre with like a bazillion damage. They just send you to the Shadow Realm if you leak it. It's really spicy. So, and they have lifesteal to make sure that they never die. I think this combat also otherwise has zealots, which is scary because they have multi-strike and benefit from the vampiric feed. So, pretty crazy. We have a Quoth's Reservation as a Pyre Heart. It's pretty decent. I think this one is good. You know, it's a bummer you can't use it in deployment, which makes it not as good as some other ones. I think Herschel's Horde is stronger in my opinion, but, or is it called that? Herschel's Horde? I don't know. It's Herschel's Pyre Heart, whatever it's called. But this is still good. I think there's a lot of turns where you're able to do this to get rid of a calcified ember or play a big turn or something like that. So I still think of the ability pyres, this is the best ability. So happy to have it. We start with Gooey Flask, Twisted Assistant, Makeshift Golem. Twisted Assistant always feels good in my opinion. This is a fantastic unit. I think it's interesting to me because the only reason this unit is allowed to be this strong is because it's a graft. The fact that it's a graft makes it so it cannot be deployable, which balances it tremendously. I think that's actually a very interesting design space. You've got, for instance, the most efficient multi-strike equipment in the Assistants. You've got ridiculous spikes equipment in Puffer Flesh. You've got ridiculous trample rage equipment on Twisted Assistant. They're all very strong. Great survivability on the lifesteal one. I actually really like that one as well for anything that's tanking on health. Very efficient at keeping your front alive. They're all good, right? In my opinion. Even the starter is good. It helps you through the early game in a real efficient way. But like the penalty is that you have to look at other ways to get them early. You can't draw them consistently. And you can't merge them. That's an important detail. So I like that. Makeshift Golem is fine, right? I think he's fine. I don't think he's very exciting. This is an interesting unit to me because this unit is competing almost directly with Hulking Mass, right? And I think Hulking Mass objectively just has superior everything. All numbers are better, but there's one thing, and I'll go to the logbook just to show because I think it's an interesting discussion point, is that Hulking Mass is real big. Yeah, 2 Ember, 3 Space. This changes a lot. This guy is a super tank, but he also takes up so much of your floor. Makeshift Golem being 1 Ember, 2 Space is an interesting and useful niche, in my opinion. Catalyzing Agent. At the end of turn, unstable increases by 5. I don't think we have nothing that supports this right now, so no thank you. Part Factory. On deployment phase, add a random graft unit to your hand. Now, I think this can be the starter, right? Because it is a graft unit, but if it hits any of the other ones, like, that's cool. Sure, I'll take Part Factory. Why not? Give me... No! I haven't been shown Spore Singer Curses. Curses. Alright, fair enough. I guess I take Everbloom here. The thing about Maneater is... Maneater's good, but I have nothing that actually makes me feel like I have any direction right now. Right. There's nothing here that says I can answer stuff. I guess I take the Incant Spawn 1. It's fine. Oh, bummer. You're never guaranteed to hit it, but I was hoping, right? I was hoping. It's okay. Alright, what do we get? We get... Hey, look. Sanguine Assistant. Great. So I can do Makeshift Golem, Lion's Mane. I actually think literally just playing the Sanguine Assistant on the floor is ideal here. Right? I like that quite a bit. And then, of course, the goal here is to incant upstairs so that I don't lose too terribly much. And we do want to get a Twisted Assistant killed here. Great. We just incant in order to tank to the best of our ability. We'll give Twisted Assistance down, which is great. No incants available on this turn, which is ridiculous. I will put the trample down. It's good to do it. Sure. Well, actually, yeah, Twisted Assistant is going to be played out. We get a kill with it. It's okay. I don't mind these because they die on spikes here, which is fine. We do take a lot of damage to our guy upstairs there, but that's okay. The main challenge we face here is I'm drawing garbage. A lot of garbage, which is not ideal, right? I think this will be a Quath's Reservation just to play out all this trash, in my opinion. So, sure. We clear upstairs. I haven't drawn a stupid incant card for a few turns. Not ideal. Alright, we at least get something here. Great. Sure. How's it looking? We actually do enough? I mean, actually, truckloads of damage on bottom floor just from that, so that's pretty exciting. I can and will assist a fair bit here with the incants. I think we get a lot of value out of the incants on this floor, so we'll click them. That's good. We should have a guaranteed win here. We do. All right, we're out. Great work. Good stuff. Cool. Yeah, nothing too crazy to report. Just having a 15 damage unit stab in the back is legit, so we're happy about it. Infectory seems good. Cheery Deathcap is pretty good too, actually. Right? A big fan of Cheery Deathcap. I don't know if I need Infectory here. It's not wrong. Cheery Deathcap does improve the quality of my steel shop. Green Recruit is neat. Yeah, I don't know. It's hard to say, right? Infectory's pretty strong. We could always see Cheery Deathcap later, right? I think Infectory adds enough value right now. I'll take a Forevermore Serum. Anytime we get Reanimate, we want to kind of grab it. I will be looking at the Underlegion banner here. Multi-Strike Titanite. Okay. Spore Launcher pretty much has to be it here, I think. Puffball is excellent, especially with a Titanite on the deck. But I think Spore Launcher plays... It weaponizes the spawn here. And if I see the Spore Singer pivot later, we're happy about it. We take that. So I think we will Spore Launcher. I'm good with this. Titanite is great. It's going on to Spore Launcher here. Who can take multi-strike? Anyone? Not really. I guess we could always take Twisted Assistant and just give him a multi-strike. It feels wrong not to use the multi-strike that's available here is the problem, but there is nothing to put it in. It doesn't make sense to give it to Spore Launcher. What's coming up? No Steel Shop here. If we see an overstack, we're going to be sad. I do want to save this slot on Spore Launcher for Dualism, though. I think that's super important. Yeah, I think we chill. Titanite is enough to get us through this. We move on. Alright, it's a bummer, but it's fine. If we see an overstack, we feel bad. That's fine. We will take the trial. I kind of... You know, I've said this a number of times, but I do think that the trials are pretty mission critical, in my opinion. There's very little, in my opinion, that justifies not taking a trial, I think. I think you kind of just need to. Okay, Puffer Flesh. I get you really want to live, but, like, come on, man. You gotta... We gotta not do it here. It's fine. Let's incant so I can get some units upstairs, even if it burns stuff. I did want her to die so I could do, yeah, Spiky Skin into the fungi. Now, unfortunately, this is the problem about not having pings, right? It's like, all right, great job. I don't even know what to suggest here. You just kind of play out a bunch of graphs, and it's like, cool, we did some damage, and that's it, I guess. It's just, I don't know. The collectors are super frustrating in this one because they can spawn on any floor, and I don't know. I'm just generally not a huge fan of the way they play out, I think. Is this Spore Touch turn? No, we're clearing the floor and it's fine. Yeah, sure. Spikes on, Fungi is nice. I'll take it. Enemies attack and then die. It's great. I can play some of these out. It's fine. We will incant here because it's correct to do it. I will put a I'll play the Aquaths just so I can get a Spear Steward on middle. That's okay. Fine. Probably not going to see too much other value here anyway. I want to play them out so I can draw into spells, hopefully get bigger incants upstairs. I will give the Forevermore Serum upstairs to my main guy. That's good. Alright, looks fine. We're pushing through this. We get the Slays, looking good. We'll kill the midline guys, no problem. We do win. It's not pretty, but we get there. Who's killing the back here? Nothing's attacking? I guess maybe there's a trample through here, something like that. I don't know. Hard to say. If I play it out like that, we get another rally earlier, I think, which is worthwhile. I think she dies to attacking here. Yeah, she kills herself on the trample attack, so fair enough. Loam Coat, it's got to be Loam Coat. Every time Loam Coat, 100% Loam Coat. No questions asked. It's alive. Interesting. Do I ever want to pull a unit forward? I don't think so. Overworked Assistant is not bad. It is kind of an answer to Heralds. Kind of. It's not on floor, though. I really don't want to incant 2 floors. That feels wrong, so I think he's not right here. I am looking for an answer to Heralds, though, so be on the lookout for that. Really, the only unit that matters here is Spore Launcher, so I'm not effectively using my Deployment Ember yet. I could intrinsic the Infectory, for instance, which would be, or deployable it, which would be pretty good. The Merchant of Magic, I mean, like, it's remove consume forever serum. It's not great. We have random gooey flasks, which are not great. We do have a decent making of an etch line if we're forced to go that route, but I'm going to go Merchant of Arms here. It's fine. Combustion Suit. Mushy Room is nice. I'll maybe take that. I like Mushy Room. I will look in the alcove first, see if we get a reduction. The Unstable Shard event, basically. Instead, I get rare drafts. I'll take a rare Stygian Guard draft. Cool. So Deep Offering is disgusting. I think this card is hilariously OP. I will snag that because that seems entertaining. Now if I go to a magic shop and I see Remove Consume and I dupe that card, it pretty much auto wins the run, which is ridiculously stupid, but it is what it is. I will re-roll on this, see if we hit something cool. Is it ever Steward's Quarters for an extra space on turn 1? It's a real question. It could be. I could deployable that. I think deployable on the Infectory is probably superior. Alternatively, we could deployable Loam Coat, but we don't have a Fungi on turn 1, so I don't think so. Mushy Room is not bad to deployable, but Steward's Quarters. The only way that this ever is correct is if I find something I want to slot in the floor. There's nothing here that really works. Plague Doctor could exist. Eventually. I mean, these are all hypotheticals. I could find anything with a Smidge Stone, right? If I see a Smidge Stone, I just put it on Spore Launcher because this guy is obnoxiously large. Seriously, the fact that I can't fit Spore Launcher by default with Bolete is actually very frustrating. I think we do deployable the Infectory here. It's useful to have it out right away. And we are just loam coating the Fungi, so I don't care about things like Meat Shield here. Sure, we let it rip. That's good. Let's move on. Okay, we should be fine into Archean. Click the trial. I'm not too worried about this. I can generate a lot of everything we need. I'm going to go ahead and play the cards out. Important cards here. We get random makeshift golem. I can't play that other twisted assistant, but it's also fine. It's a great example. I just literally can't do anything on this turn. I can't sap or incant at all. Big struggles. Yikes. It's fine, I guess. This is the downside, right? I need to incant, but I just straight up can't. So that's a bummer. We'll sap floor middle here. I will play out some units if I can. They are free. I might as well. I suppose I will play out things here. The only real question is if I swing this, I could draw into spells. I don't think it's correct to Spore Touch right now. No. We'll let it sit. Okay, fine. Get some sap on mid floor. It's okay. I think you go mid now, which is good. We do have a good turn here, which is great. Can incant, which is legit. I get the sap in the back, which is great. I will take this 1 damage. Actually, you know what? This is just going to be my turn. Fine. I'll avoid this damage and just pump incants, and that will be okay. We lose most of mid floor, but I actually just don't care, right? It's not important. Very important to me to do big incant things. Yes. Bottom floor, mid floor. Mid floor somehow holds it out, which is kind of ridiculous. Alright, now here, I think I definitely Loam Coat in front. I definitely twisted back and back. I will play a guy in front. It gets kind of clocked here. It's not ideal. We will leak a guy here, which is not great. He doesn't hit too hard. Yeah, it's just 2 damage because of the sap, which is good. I'll take it. We are clearing upstairs. I think it is worthwhile to Gooey Flask the boss here. And then just click what? 4 touched and stack the Spear Steward, get rid of it, it's fine. Yeah, we are clearing pretty effectively. We have a pretty durable floor. It's a really good turn. We're clearing the whole floor anyway. I still think it's correct to do the incants. Actually, I think we get a lot more value out of clicking the decay on the boss here. We're already going to be pushing numbers here. It's fine. So, looks okay. Now here, all right, we're actually already winning this floor, which is great news. We're way ahead, it turns out. I have sapped him 7, which is strong. Cool. We walk out taking 3. We look okay. Cool. Good. Looking for a Spore Singer pivot. Really want to see that. Fungi in a suit is nice. Scrap for parts would be good to draw an assistant here, except that I don't want the Calcified Ember and we have too many assistants. We're going to take the Fungi in a suit. It's fine. 9 Life Nightmare. I love this guy. Yeah, we actually saw a Brain Transfer 9 Life Nightmare, which is crazy in the ordering, but alas. I could take Squad Leader. He's not terrible. He's a decent add because he boosts Fungi, which is good, but I wouldn't say no to more Fungi power. We'd have to take space somehow or bank hard on seeing the Spore Launcher. Smidgestone. Spore Launcher can take Smidgestone or Dualism. I'm kind of good either way, right? If I see Dualism, it's as if I had 2 of them. If I see Smidgestone, I dupe it once. It's as if I had 2 of them, right? Because Ember will prevent me from having 3 of them. I don't think we can actually take the Squad Leader here, though. Is 9 Life Nightmare ever worth grabbing? I don't actually know. Is he useful here? Not really. Not really. I mean, there's kind of the line of like, I see a future Brain Transfer, push it, the 8 reanimate into like makeshift golem, but why, right? I also think 9 Life Nightmare is incredible for spikes runs, like faulty body or just unstable stacking on itself with like Tome of Horrors. It's a really good unit. It's just not doing things that we need to do right now. Also looks cool. Look at this guy. Wild, crazy cat. But yeah, so I think we skip here. I could prospectively grab it, but taking that and then also dealing with the calcified ember doesn't feel right. Squad leader contributes, but I think we skip here. It's fine. I do think it's ember. We're struggling a bit with playing everything. It's pretty typical. It almost always happens to me, right? I will look for the Smidgestone or the Dualism. There's hits. Smidgestone it is. Make him tiny. Great, the Smidgestone tax has been paid. That's incredible news. Mitosis cap is dupes. On Spore Launcher, actually. Unironic Mitosis cap take here. Yeah, 100%. And we see a Spore Singer pivot. I actually think this is pretty much perfect. This is what we want. So we'll at least see Spore Singer 2 on this run, which is good. I'm happy about that. Is there anything else I want to do? There's an argument for just buffing the makeshift golem for Titans, right? Just as like a floor tank. It's not a bad argument, let's be clear. And then you can just have like a Twisted Assistant chillin'. Sure, actually. It's not terribly helpful. I'll give him Reanimate 1. The fact that it's all here is actually relevant, right? I don't want to think about him anymore. I no longer need any steel shops, which is rare. Usually I'm hunting them for a while. I just make copies of Spore Singer with Mitosis Cap and we're fine. So with that in mind, we can go to magic shops instead with a dupe coming up, which is great. I will purchase a single removal on a Spear Steward because I think we do benefit from cleanup a little bit and then we move on. 6 Ember, I can do this. Yes, we take this. It's annoying, but fine. We have Kel, which is not great. Puffer Flesh is cool. I'm thinking it's middle here, if I'm being real with you. Yeah. I could slam Puffer Flesh on this floor, but I don't think I will. I think it's just makeshift golem, Puffer Flesh, and then we infectory middle. He's tiny. Look at him go. Good buddy. Okay, first things first, I do think we got to kill Curse Boy. There's really no way around it. I think you just have to, in my opinion. I think it's good to play out the Spear Steward so I don't draw it again. Now the question I have for myself is, do I push the Aquath's Reservation for like just the fungi in his suit? If I had a unit on the floor I might, but I don't, so fine. Sure. Incant here. Spiky skin on this person. Really hate the shield bearers. I guess I don't care about my attack stat, but you know, it's still not great. I'll put one in front. I'll just tank with both of them. It's fine. Sure, doesn't really matter. Okay, so again, feeling annoyed that I can't actually answer the collector on bottom floor here, which is a super bummer. Anyway, I do think we just send it on Deep Offering here. But I think the play is you drop Twisted Assistant 1 and 2 upstairs. Then we incant here for this. I do think there's a strong argument for Gooey Flask here. Good. Great. I could have taken the Collector, but I think surviving is more impactful. Oh, hold up. Click the button. Ba-duh. Ba-duh. And then here's Twisted Assistant for another rally. Great. Look, I know what I'm doing. I have an ability that does it, so just ba-duh. Someone would have absolutely yelled at me in the stupid, what's it called, in comments if I hadn't done that. Mitosis Cap is important. Loam Coat is also pretty important. I'll play it. We keep some of the spikes, right? So it's not bad. We take a hit here. I need to get rid of a curse. Here, I'll give Scissor Hands to Madam Lion's mane. We take a single ping, unfortunately, and then we get attacked by this guy upstairs. We are clearing a lot on middle, which is great. I think we kill mid-floor here. Yeah, we do. Good. Single Twisted Assistant upstairs, cleans up top. Then we play both Discord, Tolls. I can face tank an erratic assistant here. Mid-floor is stabilized. All right, cool. I think we don't take any further damage at this point. And I think it's pretty much just play cards, right? Now, the real question comes from, I think I'm going to put Reanimate on Fungi here. Yes. We lose most of our floor, but I also kind of don't care. I think it's worth this. We need to clear the floor, in my opinion, so... Do we win this? Yeah, you know, it's not pretty, but we do win this. And more importantly, Spore Launcher lives, which was my initial question mark. We actually do benefit from the Reanimate. Look at that, 102 damage taken. So, let it rip, I guess. Press nothing. Good. Managed to clear there. We, of course, lose her because we have no backline protection. But enough decay and damage pushes through that we get a Spore Launcher copy. Amazing. Look at that. We did it. Wonderful. Spike of the Legion is very strong here. Racking Pain, interestingly enough, actually is pretty decent as a ping. It's annoying because I have to plus 10 it to guarantee that it pushes a Herald, but I mean, I just take Inhale, right? It's just a better ping, deal 10, and it has a spawn attached to it, which is really good. Yeah, we just, even if it has the annoyance of the Calcified Ember. Surgical Strike is the pick here. I'll go to a magic shop. Yeah, 100%. This is easy, I think. We go magic here. Magic shop. I want a -1 plus 10 on Surgical Strike immediately. Stat. -1 plus 10. Important. Now the Surgical Strike is online. Spell Chain. No. Holdover. No. I want to reroll here. Cool. Anyway, we win the game. Dumb. Absolutely dumb. You want to see? This is so dumb. We now just remove spells or anything that we can't reasonably play, and we infinitely incamp by duping Deep Offerings, right? So we just, what, cut Spore Touched, I guess? I have to play out my units, and then I dupe Deep Offering. Dumb. So dumb. I have very strong opinions that these infinites are not nearly as annoying in Monster Train 1 because stuff like Remove Consume adds an Ember cost, which means that you had to have Lightstone casing to infinite, but then this doubles up, right? Because Eternal Stone now permanently removes the consume. So I can then put a -2 consume in it. It's basically like the -2 from Temples in Monster Train 1. So now this thing is free draw 5. Disgusting, right? Just keep making copies of it and win the video game, right? Permafrost is pointless. Remove cards is high value, but I don't want to do it right now, right? We just tunnel the removals. Yeah, sure, great. Game is easy, right? Game should be absolutely free. Mark of Invasion, I have an Infectory on lock. This will hurt a little bit, but I think it's fine. We will play Lion's Mane, Spore Launcher, Infectory, and I'm playing a Sanguine Assistant on the floor, maybe? I'll put the makeshift golem in, actually. It's all fine, right? Sure, bud, sure. Now, see, here's the challenge, is we don't actually have... We didn't roll a spell on this turn, which is hilarious and kind of dumb. I think I am putting the Twisted Assistant down, at least. That's something. But, yikes. We just now... Fortunately, the kills mean we only get 3 corruption on the middle, but dang. Still not great. Alright, our goal here is to burn cards, right? 100% burn cards. Calcified Ember, cool. Good stuff. Get rid of that. I will just click the Aquaths here so I can play Spear Steward middle. It's fine. We then Gooey Flask. We incant. Go crazy. Super simple. A lot of corruption. Kind of want to get rid of that if I can. But it's fine. Just keep playing cards, right? It's good to do. Loam Coat, I think, goes down here. I will play Mitosis Cap. We Gooey Flask on this. We Deep Offering on this. We Forever Serum on this. It's good. I'm now propagating Reanimate here. Good stuff. If I can remove just a bunch of units, then we should crush here, right? Like no fear kinds of crush. This is good because now I can do Surgical Strike nonsense. We like that. I will Inhale upstairs. It's very high value. I will then spam Surgical Strike on anything that I can, which... Let me be clear, Surgical Strike is a very good card. Then we click Deep Offering, good stuff. We just play out some assistance. Continue to Deep Offering, because why not, right? Why wouldn't I Deep Offering there? Play out an assistant. Vengeful Shard, we just stab a guy upstairs for the incant, all good. Great. Cool. And you'll see very quickly, once I can remove units and clean this up a bit, we will very freely infinite, pretty much. We essentially have it. It's just the question of how easy is it to pull off. It won't be easy to do yet, but we just need more removals. It's very hard for us to remove all this stuff. We take a ping on the Pyre, it's 2 damage. It's a bummer, but fair enough. Cool, so we pop the guy downstairs, we pop the guy on middle, we incant up top. Fine. I think this is a very good fungi in a suit play. Then we just keep incanting. Keep incanting. Just keep going, right, is the thing. I do think the Spore touched his value here, so we'll click it on bottom. Yeah, fine. Cool. Seems good, right? Seems decent. We should push this, I think. The first question I have to ask myself is, do I want another copy of Spore Launcher? And I think the answer is yes. So that's neat, I suppose. We'll happily do that. Just incant. Seems decent. Stab this guy because it gets rid of his Titan skin. Roll again. Stab this guy. We're very close to having it, which is cool. Yeah, we're very close to having it. Mid-floor does a pretty decent job of pushing some numbers, at least. Top floor is whatever. Oh no, I've drawn both my Deep Offerings on the same turn. Whatever will I do? I will just not worry about it too much and click the cards and we get it, right? Cool, great. This is going to be very strong. I just need to remove some stuff, dupe that Deep Offering another 1 or 2 times, and we super have it. I think we're good on Spore Launchers now. We have 3 of them, so that's great. We're going to now be focusing up on anything else. Cards that I play must be cheap, or they must remove themselves. Mushroom Cloud is a pretty good pickup. I'm going to just skip here, though. It's fine. Surgical Strike, Risky Operation, Reanimation Lab is pretty dope, right? Reanimation Lab with fungi spawning gives them +7/+7 for each one. It's actually a very good synergy. But the thing is that do I prefer that or do I prefer the Infectory? I kind of prefer the Infectory. Actually, I'm going to take Reanimation Lab here. I think this is good. I'm going to Tunnel Vision Removals. Yes. See if this Trinket Shop has anything cool. Oh, Twisting Mycelium. On turn start, spawn 1 for each 20 cards in your deck. I mean, that's free triggers. That's amazing. we are going to remove garbage. I need to cut out things that cost Ember and are generally difficult to play. So units are pretty high on that list. The zero cost assistants are free, though they slow me down. I'm going to cut this Spear Steward out. I might drop some Twisted Assistants. We should reroll. We should reroll. Okay, draw a room card and reduce its cost to 0. This is really cool because that is a free removal, actually. I'm then going to purchase a cut on Shield Steward. And I'm going to purchase a cut on... What other cards do I not want to play? It's like Spore Touched. Every Spore Touch that is removed is closer to the infinite, pretty much. So, easy. Great, moving on. Okay, so now we're going to take the trial. I'm playing into mid-floor here, I believe. Yeah, we hit the reanimation lab for free. This is actually super important because now, watch, right? I can actually just play bottom. Hold up. Reanimation lab for free. Then I can airdrop in all 3 Spore Launchers and Lion's Mane, right? I don't need more Ember right now, which is wild, right? It's true. And I have units on other floors that can bait the boss. Amazing work. We do want to try to get units shot, so let's kill a unit. Reanimate is good. I'm going to stab my own unit upstairs because I think that's good. Then I click to do everything else. Every time we hit a troop, we get a +7/+7. The numbers just go nuts real quick. We should be able to freely bottom floor everything here. As long as I draw spells, we're okay, right? That's kind of the most important thing here. Like, yeah, that Decay 3 is huge. Right, we have to, as long as I don't run in, this like double Twisted Assistant play is a spicy one. They might get removed next. Bad draws like this can kill me still. Very scary. Twisted Assistant, great. Infectory, I guess, can go live on some other floor. It is correct to incant downstairs. I will Deep Offering. Now, Mitosis Cap. I think I am going to Aquath here. I would like to Mushy Room on, what, top, I guess. I'll play the Vengeful Shard. I'll play the Puffer Flesh. I will Mitosis Cap nothing, right? Actually, I can't put it on my guy, right? I can put it on Erratic Assistant just to burn it. All right, sure, fine. He dies and it's okay, right? I don't need the graft from that, so fine. I think you go downstairs, you're about to have a rough day of it, buddy. Yeah, we get the spawn. The Inhale play, I need to reduce this to 0 cost because this card is bonkers. But we should be real good now. There's not many cards left in the deck, right? Yeah, you can see the strength of this. And then eventually I'll play out the last Twisted Assistant. We'll draw past this. Fine. Push numbers here. The incant is stronger than anything else. So once I remove a couple more, I think I got to cut the Twisted Assistants, and I need to maybe get rid of all the Spore Touched. Yeah, maybe so. Just, I mean, the Surgical Strike is a huge play regardless, because it's like a Spell Chain spam card, right? Just very good in general. And then I can do Surgical Strike into Inhale here, play both Vengeful Shards, and we're fine. Sure. Alright, seems decent. Guy goes middle, whatever, fair enough. Here, Spiky Skin, play it out. I get to Inhale, it's good. Then we just hit the Deep Offering here. Just hit the Deep Offering immediately. Just hit the Deep Offering immediately. We play the 0 coster. We Deep Offering here. Yeah, I mean, we're pretty close to having it, right? I will play the Inhale. And I'll ping and Deep Offering. Do it again. I'm going to play the Vengeful Shard here and just let it sit. It's fine. We don't have to go full infinite. I'm not going to Deep Offering just because Vengeful Shards would be annoying here. But we have a victory. I have a 500 fungi, so whatever. No one is concerned about this in the least. Like, we win on... Oh, yeah, we actually win pre-Relentless here. Great. Easy, right? It's just super trivial, in fact. Take a bazillion damage from Decay. And then, I mean, we just dupe, right? It's all about that. Just dupe, and it's good. So, yeah, it's cool. Tome of Horrors is, again, not bad. We just skip here. There's no reason to do any of this stuff. We'll take card draw because I think it is correct, and we're playing enough of everything that we want. I'm now at the stage where I just remove cards, and the game is, like, actually super free. We go to the right here because it has a dupe. Great. We go Spore Singer 2. Yeah, it's going to be +2, +3, +4. We like that. That's great. Etch, no thank you. I have the incant payout. We have a victory in this, like, just straight up. Purchase a removal on annoying cards. So, Spore Touched is annoying, and a Twisted Assistant is annoying. Cool. The dupe here is Deep Offering number 3. We move on. This is evocative of... I think they need to address this in the balance patch that's coming up. If they're already tackling, like, Monster Train 1 cards and rooms and stuff, this, illegal. Absolutely illegal. I don't care about... Ember is actually annoying, like, being clear, but I'd love this money all the same. I don't think we need a third guy, right? It's, like, fine. It's actually okay. So we can do Reanimation Lab, Spore Launcher, and we go, hey, I feel a little bad here, what's happening? And then we get to play out, I don't know, Makeshift Golem or something. Okay, right. It's fine. And then we can play out everything else. We go Mad with Power, Mushy Room exists, and our goal is to just play out pretty much every card that we can. Right? Great work. Yeah. Cool. Decay will annihilate pretty much everything. The Mitosis Cap is a free play. It'll die eventually. I'm not mad either way. I will play Gooey Flask, Deep Offering here. Time for Loam Coat. We take a ping. 40 Decay is pretty decent. Just play out a truckload of stuff here. I click the Aquath's Reservation to get the other incant on bottom. Great. The duo dies on top, just accidentally, incidentally even. Yep, he's gone. Mid-floor clearing the Gladiator. I will play Inhale here because it's huge value. We'll get rid of the Gooey Flask, and I will play out the Twisted Assistant. We draw past everything. We stab for free. I play a Twisted Assistant. I can't. There's not enough space. Enemies have not threatened me enough. I just let this floor sit. We're killing the mid-floor guys anyway. It's all good. Great. I mean, even without my third guy, I feel super in control here, which is crazy, but true. We will play the other Spore Launcher out just to enable the infinite here, right? Just so we get to go strong. Surgical Strike insta-gibs the duos, which is honestly among the strongest things we could be doing there. We take one and it's going to be all right. Yeah, I have very little fear about this run is sort of where we're at. Here. Erratic Assistant, go away. We completely shred the duos. Look how good this card is. Look how good this card is. What do you mean? Oh my gosh, the payout is just... Whoa. Alright, whatever, fine. We're gonna cut stuff. Is there a magic shop coming up? There is. Magic shop and a dupe. Anything I can make free becomes suddenly just like free real estate during the infinite, right? Like, so it's beautiful. Give me my Surgical Strike online. This fight gets absolutely got by this card. This card is incredible, by the way. And if there's any questions at all about how good this card is, let them be gone, right? Let them be gone. Just keep clicking Deep Offering until you don't feel like clicking Deep Offering anymore, right? Dab this guy. Sure, we'll click a card, I guess. I mean, we're pretty close to infinite here, right? I'm seeing actually if there is a way I can do this so that I don't have any Vengeful Shards in my hand. Would be kind of cool. This poor bad guy. Is it possible for me to not have a Vengeful Shard? I don't know. We're about to find out. Let me just click this until I do. I think it might not be possible. So we might have to accept one Vengeful Shard hit here. Statistically, I don't think I have enough cards in my deck to do this anymore. We're going to take one, and it's going to have to be okay. Here, I could stab my own units to make space on the floor, right? We can do this. This is pretty decent. Then we get a equipment. Sure, bud. Get them. Let's see. Wait a second. Here we go. We stab the twisted back, right? Then we can draw, and this should result in I've increased the density of cards. The hope here is it increases the chance that I draw into not a Vengeful Shard on a turn. Ah, look! Exactly did it! Amazing. I'm so good at the game. I saved one Pyre health and sent this guy to the absolute ether. Am I just winning automatically? Great. I was like, am I winning automatically or do I have to do anything? No, I have like a 900 damage fungi. I think we're good. Cool. Reasonable. Just click end turn. It's over. It's very funny. This is very funny. This is only going to get stronger, which is obscene. Cards need to be absolutely unhinged for me to pick them. So, like, if it's not free or obscene, I don't want it. Great, just skip everything. Cool, we go to the dupe because I want the magic shop and the dupe. Great. I'm basically just going to buy only removals. Draw +1 card each turn for every 25 cards in your deck. That is just a draw relic, right? Which is cool, but also we're essentially only drawing 5 at once with a Deep Offering. So -1s are important here, I think. Yeah, stuff like -1 +10 on Inhale is a really strong play. So that's good, right? We like this card because it can spawn. The -1 here makes something like Spore Touched viable, but I'm just going to purchase a removal on it, right? So anything I can make free is bonkers. So let's do that. Trinket Shop says first card played each turn has -1 Ember. This makes it much easier to play everything out. We'll spin on this. Crown of the Eternal, Life Insurer, whatever. This is probably just removal fodder at this point. I will re-roll the... Will I? A Purge here is pretty powerful. Cut the last Spore Touch. Yeah, I think cutting the last Spore Touch is like all but a guarantee of a victory here. And then you make a 4th copy of Deep Offering for no reason whatsoever besides free victories. And at this point, nothing matters. Press end turn, win game, right? This is the easiest run of Monster Train 2 in my career. The only way we lose is by forgetting to click the Titan Trial. Hey, look, I didn't click the Titan Trial. We win. Great. I know what you're all thinking. Hey, wait, isn't it illegal? How do we actually defeat the, what's it called? The Herald. Turns out I kept 2 cards that did this and I didn't tell you about them, right? Inhale and Surgical Strike both address them. So I do think we are not playing into bottom floor here, right? It's easy to get got by playing into bottom. Free Reanimation Lab, you drop all 3 Spore Launchers, and then we play Madam Lion's Mane. The rest of this I'll have to deal with later. Fine. I do think Gooey Flask here is pretty important because it lets me Loam Coat to push the fungi over the threshold. I can play the Infectory and then drop all 3 of these guys here, which is great. I will continue to decay up. We might also just pre-Relentless Seraph once I get the Infinite going. I think he's, what, 2 turns out from just losing? I'm pretty sure. Play it this way. I will put Sap on middle. I've changed my mind. Play out the unit. Gooey Flask. We Deep Offering. Our goal here is to just start swinging numbers here, right? Surgical Strike. Take out. Surgical Strike actually just Shadow Realms the Provide Souls too because of Piercing. So, to be clear, there's very little to fear, right? Wow, I thought about that and forgot how crazy it was. Anyway, we click a Quaths here to get Forever Serum upstairs and to burn out the Twisted Assistant. Do I clear the floors? Yeah, I mean, I do, right? Fine. I'm not afraid of these enemies if there are no enemies, right? I just stab my own units at this point because I want Seraph to come back upstairs, right? Which is hilarious to me. Crazy. It didn't generate a surgical strike when I killed a fungi. You know, that's probably makes sense. It probably makes sense so I don't immediately go infinite off of Madame Lion's Mane. It's actually very funny and probably accurate. So now I think Seraph has to go top floor now, which is all part of my master plan, right? Here's Spiky Skin. Here's Twisted Back. We sack the guy on bottom. And then up here, I basically just go, hey, bud, peace out on your Curses of Entropy, right? We do big spawn. I play out the makeshift golem. And now, I mean, it's over, right? As long as I keep hitting anything, any Deep Offering, we have this, right? Here, I can kill this guy in front, which is good, right? I think as long as I hit a Deep Offering, I can get him. Or a free card. I will play every free card into him because it's straight up free value. And yeah, I think we actually just super win on this turn unless I just happen to have too many cards. Yeah, great. Cool. The annoying thing about this infinite, though, is that they all draw in random spots in my hand, so I can't very easily use keyboard and mouse to push past it. But yeah, welcome to the first infinite of Monster Train 2 for me. And it's not even on one of my main clans. It's just one of the stupid things from the old clans that they didn't think about, I guess, right? And why would they? I mean, the whole point of the old clans is that they're trying to surprise people and make them, like, excited to be here and stuff, but the truth is that, of course, stuff like this would exist. You don't think about it very hard, and it's like, whoops, well, Ripperino, right? 100%. I mean, I'm gonna take my turn, whatever kill this is, if they let me have it. So, and yeah, now it's at this point I just don't care about anything. We just click these cards. I actually could just be sending in on Deep Offerings and just draw faster through, right? It's probably actually much easier to not click the enemy. Yeah, admittedly, this is pretty fast, if I think about it hard enough. I think there's no permutation of this draw where I don't have one of my Deep Offerings. So that pretty much, I mean, because I have, what, 4 copies of them? So it pretty much just means that there's no way this goes wrong. Imagine if I had, like, an actual offering card in my hand, right? I think it got discarded and played immediately. It would be disgusting. It'd also probably slow this down in an obnoxious way. We're also infiniting on fungi at this point, which is something that is easy to forget. Are you dead yet? You're dead. Great. Now we go until we only take 0 from Vengeful Shards. Great. We have a W. Out of here. Goodbye. Bonk for 5,000 damage with Decay. 8-turn boss rush. Seems decent. Cool. Yeah, I'll fight the Titans. So the only thing about the Titans is I just infinite on Fungi, and then I repeatedly stab Dominion. I think it's actually entirely possible to get like a turn 8 or something similarly, right? The big problem is going to be how do I actually like play all the trash out first? Because I do have a fair bit of trash, is sort of the problem. That is like an actual issue. Okay, so Fungi in a Suit is a pretty good opener here. I think I do also like Mushy Room Playout. Mushy Room Playout lets me get Puffer Flesh in play. I can just do a Gooey Flask here. I'm going to start working on the Spell Shield upstairs. We see a Deep Offering, so I will click it. Great. We actually do successfully manage to prevent Pyre damage here, which is great. I'm also going to take a Quath's Reservation on this turn because it lets me get Golem in play. I'm going to start propagating Reanimate upstairs. I think we just stabbed Dominion here. Cool. That's a good turn 1. Happy about that. We're never turn 1-ing here is the thing, and that's actually fine. I'm not worried about it at all, right? It's not a big deal. Mitosis Cap, I'm going to put one. I'm going to put it on my other Spore Launcher for good measure. I don't actually mind that much. We just play a truckload of Assassins out. I will play a Pyre Light. I will Deep Offering, because it gets rid of Curse of Entropy for free. Play the guy downstairs, doesn't matter. I think we do... I could sap upstairs and save some Pyre health. It's probably fine. Yeah, we'll do that. Hit him with the Deep Offering play, Surgical Strike. We're pretty close to there, I think. I can pop some guys downstairs, which I'm quite pleased with. I want to stop this curse if the game will let me. Ping this guy. We'll continue going. All right, we'll pop out the curse, which is great. Big fan. I think we're close, if not on it. It's just the Fungi in a Suit that hasn't been played, so I don't think I actually am guaranteed to get it because the Fungi in a Suit hurts the density a little bit, but that's okay. We can at least get rid of... I don't know if I want to keep clicking to go upstairs and shoot. Keep trying to shoot Dominion 14 health at a time. I don't know if I feel like doing that. I could come downstairs and just clear out the Guardians freely, which is kind of an interesting thing. So, I guess it doesn't really matter. I'm just going to go ahead and infinite as long as they let me go. I haven't played the other card yet, which is fine, right? It's fine. Entropy was never the challenge here anyway. It was always... I can easily do Savagery next turn. It's always about Dominion. So it is possible for me to one-turn Dominion next turn, but good grief. Good grief. Yeah, see, here it is, right? Fungi in a Suit. This is the permutation where I have all 3 Deep Offerings in the pool and the one that I discarded. This is exactly it. This is the end of my turn. Forcefully. So, reasonable, actually. Take 2 damage. Oh, no. This is fine. I just have to play out the Fungi in a Suit. That's simple, right? Just play that card and we're good. Cool. Scissor Hands. I'm just going to get them all out of here, right? Because they're all free, so I kind of don't care. I will take the free... Pyre Light here. We're just going... I will stab on this turn. Remember, we are trying to... Yeah, Fungi in a Suit, drop him. Great. That should... And this now enables the infinite. So, we're going to kill Savagery on this turn. And then we're going to decide how motivated we are to kill Dominion. It may actually just be easier to press end turn repeatedly and kill him with... you know, Pyre Lights. That That actually may unironically be true. Is there anything I care about downstairs? Sure. I'll stab a guy, right? Why not? We'll work on it. There you go. Nailed it. Some more fungi for you. Cool. We did our part. We're almost done with savagery. Fortunately, he's pretty easy to chew through here. So, all good. We're almost at about 1,000 on my troop hit points, which is fantastic. The reanimation lab is going mad with power here, so fair enough. It's just so it's helping the scaling by a lot. I could speed this up by clicking the other cards, but I actually think it takes too long. All right, they're all dead. Great. How do I feel about my guy upstairs, huh? Just stab him repeatedly. I actually think we can do this not too terribly. Once I get past the spell shield, we push 34 in a turn, which is not terrible. We'll kill him, right? We're getting it. It's slow, but, like, he's gonna die. Fortunately, he doesn't have that much health, right? There's only so much he can do to stop us. Eventually, I'm also going to accidentally misplay one of these Vengeful Shards and give up my last Ember, though it doesn't really matter if that happens, right? Oh no, I lose my one Ember that I'm not playing. Oh, play the Surgical Strike. All right, here we go. We're getting it, right? This is engaging gameplay, right? This is the stuff that made me go absolutely crazy in Monster Train 1. This would happen, and I would tell you a piece of critical information about my life, because it was just so painfully boring that it was like there's nothing else to do. And it's like, I don't know, what exciting things are going on right now besides the HVAC nonsense for me? Anything else? Oh, I'll tell you about this. I've been playing the Hogwarts game a lot recently. There's something that's really, really funny to me about that game. There's a problem with the game's, like, suspension of disbelief, in my opinion, right? So the idea is the game makes a big deal out of, and the lore does as well. BT Dub's not a huge fan of the author at all for obvious reasons, but regardless, I got it on super sale, so I was like, fine, I'm not supporting them too much. The game, the funny thing is Vengeful Shard's broken. I'm drawing too many cards. The game has this weird thing where it goes into great lengths about how impactful it is. Oh no, the unforgivable curses, right? Understandable. You kill someone, you take over their mind, nonsense. The thing is, the game has spells. One of them is called the Explosion Curse. You just blow up people. And let me be clear, they die. They're dead when they blow up. So, like, that's it, man. Like, toasted. So, and then there's also my personal favorite, almost missed this. My personal favorite is I can turn someone via a spell into a bomb. Yeah? I turn them into a bomb, then I throw the bomb at another man, and they explode. They literally explode. And so I'm just like killing everyone left and right. And then they're like, ooh, the unforgivable curses. Meanwhile, the professors are like, great job on using the explosion curse. I'm like, guys, what are you doing? I'm like 15 years old in this game, and I've killed like 7,000 people with fireballs, explosions, and transforming them into bombs. Like, don't give me any dirt about the stupid unforgivable curses. I've killed everyone so many times. Anyway, we win. Click this. So anyway, that's been the problem with the suspension of disbelief that I've had in that game. Is just like, okay, yeah, sure, bud. Sure. So I have, like, there's no qualms for me. I'm like, yeah, okay, I've killed like 7,000 people. I'm not worried about airdropping in the unforgivable death curse or something. Like, who cares? Anyway, this is going to be the highest scoring run I've had in, like, ever. 66k. You can do way better, but, like, this was dumb. Hey, look, I mastered Deep Offering. Dumb. Dumb, 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 dumb. Monster Train 2. I hope they fix this. Hope they fix this. Yeah, okay, great. Well, that was, like, the easiest win of all time. The cool thing is, at least the run functioned, right? So even before we had the infinite, we were doing the Spore Singer stuff. So I think it's pretty cool all the same. I'm actually very impressed with how, where is it, Mitosis Cat performed here. This is a card that I think is rarely correct because it frequently floods your deck with unplayable stuff and it's hard to get rid of, right? If you can't put it on fungi, you can't put it on your champions, so it doesn't let you target them. So how do you dispatch of this? You need to like replace it if you don't want to duplicate a card or make sure that the unit dies. We get around that by putting it on assistance, which works pretty well, and then they just pass away and that's fine. And then otherwise, mitosis cap is the only reason we were able to generate enough spore launchers to scale to the size we wanted, while also being able to use our dupes on the deep offerings. Making the surgical strike and inhale free basically just gave us, it weaponized the infinite and enabled us to kill Dominion. So that's great. We pushed this in 7 turns, which is awesome. So, like, I could have cared more about score, but I didn't. It's fine. Everything else is just basically how fast can I clean out the deck. Reanimation Lab gets the mastery here, and it's huge. This is a very rarely good card, I think. I don't know. It's not something I actually want to do on in like Lazarus most of the time, right? There's the Spikes lab, the electricity lab I'm in on, right? That's like, okay, I've got, think about the universe here, right? You've got Faulty Body, 9 Life Nightmare, or something. It could be like a smidge stoned hulking mass as well, right? You give that guy Puffer Flesh, right? You're loading up on spikes. You throw Tome of Horrors on him, right? He's blown up every turn. Fantastic. He's generating enough reanimate. He's good. You can also do instead of Puffer Flesh, you can do Organ Harvester, and then the spikes are gaining the slay benefit there. The unstable does not. Unstable explosions do not credit spike. The explosions don't credit slay, is what I mean to say. But spikes definitely does credit slay, which makes that very strong with Organ Harvester. So there's ways of making that work. And then as long as you can generate reanimate, you clear floors, pretty much. I haven't actually been able to put one of those on the channel yet because I just haven't seen it. But it is a run that like 100% tracks. All the pieces are there. Even if I haven't played it, I know it works. I can guarantee you it works. You just have to see the pieces in a reasonable order. So, yeah, I think so. Lightning Lab or Electricity Lab is good, but I don't know about Reanimation Lab. This is like the niche for it, right? It's basically just spam fungi and they each get +7/+7. My dude was at 1,000 damage at the end of the run there, so pretty good. What else? Makeshift Golem just existed to tank. It's fine. Loam Coat on Fungi remains very good. The rest of this is Unga Infinite. Remove everything else. So, cool. Monster Train. Video games. Hooray. We did the thing. Alright, let's go to the outpost, see what lore we get. Gathering at the Pyre. Who's there? Madam Lion's Mane speaking. Well done, my shrooms. It was a great run. For now, I must retire to my mulch. Have a good rest, madam. And then, of course, yes, Cluster Colonel, sigh, Madam Lion's Mane is amazing, don't you think? Why don't you go tell her how amazing you think she is? You battle beside her all the time. Talk to the Queen of Spores herself? Are you mad? No, she has too many fans, mushrooms who are much more impressive than me. Perhaps I'll just write her a letter. Oh, Stuck-Up Whelp rolls up. Ha! Your stinky Lady Lion's Mane is nothing compared to Lady Gilda. Lady Gilda is literally worth more gold than you shrooms could ever imagine. How dare you! Oh god, alright, they're yelling at each other now. The Spore Queen is smart, kind, and smells of the finest compost. This dude is obsessed. Like, on the one hand, I get it, but also, brother, chill out, right? It's like, you don't even talk to her, man. Ugh. Meanwhile, Stuck-Up Whelp over here, she's like, Lady Gilda is rich, powerful, and has actual influence, not just garden variety followers. Uh-oh. Bulmabella's like, hey guys, I gotta booze the pound, I'm peacing out. And then Cluster Colonel's like, I challenge you to a duel for my lady's honor. For a fight to the death. Wow, alright, fair enough. Accept my challenge or be forever known as a coward. We dragons are many things, but not cowards. We fight! The funny thing is, I'm pretty sure Colonel wins this. The stuck-up whelp is... he's not very strong. That's funny. You don't need to prove anything, Balmabello rolls up and says. This is something I must do, Balmabello. If I cannot defend her honor, then I do not deserve to even stand in her presence. I tell you what, this guy does need to chill out. Alright, well, they're going to go kill each other, I guess, over nothing. Great. So, hooray! Toxic masculinity. Alright, and on that note, I'm going to end this episode. Hey, thanks a lot for watching this. I really appreciate your time. As always, you can give the video a like if you want. You can subscribe to the channel if you want to see more. And stay tuned for what's next. Take care, folks.